They give us theta equals negative 3 pi over 4. Let's go ahead and find its reference angle. Now this one is in degrees or radians. How did you know it's radians? And there's no little circle, there's no degree symbol. So let's go around the unit circle, counting in radians. Here?
0 pi, pi over 2, pi, 3 pi over 2, 2 pi.
So the big idea is that a full circle rotation is 2 pi and half of it is just pi. Alright, so I need negative 3 pi over 4, so my angle is negative. From standard position, which direction am I going to go? Some students said down or clockwise. Now, this is a fraction, so you're not used to working with fractions and also radians. So take a look at this problem. The denominator is 4. Well, I can make pi a fraction by putting it over 1. And if I want a common denominator, I can just multiply this by 4. 4 pi over 4 equals just pi. What's half of 4 pi over 4?
2 pi over 2.
Okay, watch this now. Negative 2 pi over 4. Now watch this. The reason why I wrote this down here is because I have what? Negative. Negative pi over 2. Negative 4 pi over 4. But I don't need negative 4 pi over 4. I need negative 3 pi over 4. If I have from this distance to here is negative 3 pi over 4, how much is this one over here?
Pi over 4.
Now, that direction is just negative pi over 4, right? But it's a reference angle, so it has to be positive in the cube. So my answer is pi over 4. There's my right triangle. And then from here, later on, we're actually going to evaluate the trigonometry. So let's practice again. It's a negative. I'm going in this direction. Although positive, we said that this is 3 pi over 2. If you subtracted a full rotation, you would get this. Why? Because they're in the same position. Those are coterminal angles. Do you see how that just you can just subtract 4 pi over 2 and you'll get negative you would have to do 6 over 4. Do you see how that's equivalent? And then if I subtract a whole circle of negative 2 pi, I get negative 2 pi over 4. So I'm just kind of moving in negatives, so I'm going that direction. And again, I'm trying to make it so in this direction that will be negative pi, negative 4 pi over 4 pi over 4. And I only need negative 3. So this is a negative pi over 4. But remember, a reference angle is positive and a cube.